Today we are estimating the value of irrational expressions. I'm going to show you how to estimate the value of expressions that involve square roots as well as expressions that involve pi. And sometimes problems work out with nice simple answers and sometimes things are a little more complicated. But we may be only interested in a quick estimate. So we're estimating, we're not using our calculator today. This is just to see if you can figure it out on your own. Is it close enough? And remember, I actually saved $48 on my photographer by looking at a 7% sales tax that she said was 7% and saying, well, that looks a little bigger than 10%. So being able to know in your head helps you save money. And helps you prevent yourself from getting scammed. Not that she was trying to scam me. I think she made an honest mistake, but you know, that happens. So we are going to give an estimate to the tenths place for all the expressions that we're doing today. And really the idea is that we're getting close enough to the correct answer. If you're a couple tenths off on these, it's going to be really okay. So we learned how to approximate square roots. When I approximate the square root of 2, I know that it's between 1 and 2, and it's a little closer to 1. So we're going to say that it's about 1.4. And then we need to add that to the square root of 5. Square root of 5 is between 2 and 3. And it's a little bit closer to 2. I'm going to say it's 2.2. So it is 3.6. And that's my answer. If I were to check this in the calculator, what would I get? Let's go over here. And we wanted the square root of 2 plus the square root of 5. Square root of 2 plus the square root. Oh, that came out funky. Let's go back. Okay, square root of 2 and then plus the square root of 5. All right, I got 3.6502. So 3.6 is actually a really, really good estimate. If you were 3.5 or 3.7, that would also be okay. The idea here is just to get close to the correct answer and show that we know approximately what the irrational number is. Is it in the middle of two integers? And which one is it closest to? You should be able to do that without a calculator. So go ahead and try B on your own, approximate those, and then add them up, see what you get. Okay, I think when I did this, I got, well, I don't remember what I got, so let's see. 25 actually evaluates perfect, and then 7 is going to be around 2.6 or so, and then the square root of 17 will be about 4.1. So when I add those two and then subtract that one, I get 6.7 minus 5, I get about 1.7. Now you could be really close, and that's okay. We just want to say, it's about 1.7. It's going to be close to 2. All right, let's go down here, and we're going to do B and E. Now, we'll talk about this, but when you have a number in front of a square root, it's just like if you have a number in front of a variable, the operation you're going to do is multiply. So this could be seen as 12 minus 1 square root of 97, excuse me. You could also just do it. So we're going to approximate the square root of 97. I know that it's close to 100. And the other one is going to be 81. It's much closer to 100 than 81. So I'm going to say this is about 9.9. It's very close to 10. And then when I subtract those, you could do it this way, like 12 minus 9.9. And then you'll get 2.1 as your answer. And you can check that in your calculator. If you're close, then you're good. But remember, if you turned in your assignment and all your answers have giant long decimals, you probably just plugged it in your calculator. If it's perfect and exactly matches the calculator, I think you did it wrong. You need to make sure that you're figuring out approximately how much it is, and this should be something that you can do yourself without a calculator. All right, here we are on this one. Okay, so this has a number times the square root of 26 and a number times the square root of 103. So I'm going to approximate what those square roots are and then multiply and subtract after. Okay, the square root of 26, I already know that's just 1 away from 5. sorry, it's 1 away from 5 squared, which is 25. So that's going to be super close to 5. I'm going to say it's about 5.1. And then this guy, it's going to be super close to 10 because 10 squared is 100 and then 11 squared is 121. And it's way closer to 10 than to 11. So we're going to say that it is about 10.1. And now we follow PEMDAS, multiply, then subtract. So this should be 10.2. I like this one. It's pretty easy to do in my head. 30.3. Okay. And then we're going to subtract those two. And this answer is going to end up negative. Here's the nifty trick you can do. Make it negative and then subtract the other way around with the positive numbers. That's how I do it, and it ends up a little prettier. Okay, and I get negative 20.1.